Chapter 151. Hearing Uzumaki Mito's words, Uzumaki Exion was speechless. So for peace, Konoha village could NT make a move? Did they plan to package Uzumaki Kingdom to the 4 ninja village as a gift to celebrate what in peace? Exion don't know if Mito see war as form of peace when so many people dying, so many civilians forced to leave their homes and become refugees. Is this all for peace? It seems the peace he know on previous life is opposite to the peace that Mito seeing. Did she know what she talking about? What never bring peace, war only being destruction, death, hungry and even greed. Peace only appear in war when all of the participants is already weak and gravely wounded. That's when peace start to appear. Uzumaki Exion didn't say his thoughts or give option. He remains silent because he really don't know how he going to say his opinion without getting this old woman feeling getting hurts. But still, Senju clan sent out support, although the number of people is very small. Mito said, "But this is only thing we can do." Uzumaki Exion guessed that Senju clan could go to support Uzumaki clan. It must be one of the high-level member of the clan who pushed them, so send at least to show some support. It seems that Uzumaki Mito had known at that time that Senju clan violate Hokage's order to support Uzumaki Kingdom, but perhaps she didn't agree with the Senju decision in her heart, so she chose to remain silent and let fate decide how they will survive. "I'm old," Uzumaki Mito said with a sigh. "But theirs is a seal inside of me. It is not acceptable by this world. Everyone is afraid of it even though it gives power to anyone." Uzumaki Mito looked at Uzumaki Exion with a smile on her face. "It's actually very lonely. One can tolerate it or even understand. Now I need to find a new one for it, which can tolerate it, understand why we alive." And also, Mito did not finish speaking, but looked at him with a kind smile on her face. Now she can no longer use her authority to command Uzumaki Kingdom and Uzumaki clan. After listening to Uzumaki Mito's words, Uzumaki Exion was silent. In fact, Uzumaki Exion wanted to say is, although the Uzumaki clan want her to accept the Kyuubi, but the problem is they can't bring that fox back to Uzumaki Kingdom. Exion knew that if he had just spoke, Sarutobi Hiruzen would dare to start, but if he wanted the Uzumaki clan to be Jinchuriki, Uzumaki Exion will refuse an instant. Now is the best time to peel Uzumaki clan away from Konoha. The Uzumaki clan will never give their own people to use. This is also the reason why the clan elder are allowed to modify the sealing technique in order to give other village hope. Let them understand that, in text, it does not necessarily require the Uzumaki clan to become Jinchuriki. In fact, other family, even those ordinary people, can do it. Sorry. Uzumaki Exion said after a moment of silence. The Uzumaki clan will definitely not become Jinchuriki. The Konoha and Uzumaki is infighting right now, and do you think Exion will send his own people to help his own enemy? That's impossible. Only fool will do that. Don't joke around them. It's impossible for Uzumaki clan to help Konoha even if lending a penny to them. Oh, Uzumaki Mito is not surprised at all. She knew it would be like this, but still she try in the end. But still, she is not ready to get rejected directly. Chapter 152. After getting rejected, Uzumaki Mito turned silent for a moment. HR then asked helplessly, "What if Konoha and Uzumaki Kingdom realliance? Do you think it's possible?" Exion asked. "Yes," she answered in instant. "It seems you don't know what kind of people this village is current sitting," Uzumaki Exion said, shaking his head because of Mito's lack of information. "Don't say it. Is it good to regroup to them? As long as the Konoha high rank did not change people, Uzumaki Exion would not dare to have much friendship with them. You must know that these people either shameless OT cruel and black. They have black hand in their own people and push them into pit without hesitation. What's more, isn't Uzumaki clan is just outsider? If they can pit their own people, what's more to those who don't have any relationship with them?" Mito's decision is not wrong actually, but the problem with her decision is people who managing the whole village. If she wanted to implement her plan, the village need to change first. Seeing Uzumaki Exion, Uzumaki Mito shook her head with wry smile on her old face. It seems that people no longer believe in Konoha, but this is no way who told Konoha to ignore even the agreement left by Hashirama. Boy, to mention Uzumaki clan is the greatest help of the village on the 2 war, maybe Konoha can. get everything in the Uzumaki kingdom by relying on alliance between two group, but now that Uzumaki kingdom is fine, Konoha can't sew anything at them, just Konoha and Uzumaki, both groups is important for her. She can't choose anyone between the two. Uzumaki Mito felt headache, but she couldn't help. Since Sarutobi Hiruzen become Hokage, she has stayed here and no longer interfere with Konoha's politics. It is estimated that everyone except Senju clan and Uzumaki clan Obuk people who did not. Forget her, now the problem in front of them, how to solve Kyubi. This is the biggest problem they facing right now. She knows that if she doesn't solve it, Sarutobi Hiruzen, especially the other apprentice of Tobarama, especially Danzo, will definitely do something outrageous for sure. Actually, it's not impossible to solve your problem. When Xin see her face full of distress, Xin can't help but to speak. It doesn't have to be Uzumaki clan to be the Jinchuriki, ordinary people can also be Akumi one. Xin wave his hand and pull something out of his shadow. It's a sealing technique that one of the elders randomly modified and said, "This is the latest deal technique developed by TH Elder which can make ordinary people become Jinchuriki. The only problem is the success rate is a little bit lower. Anyway, it's still okay. Konoha doesn't have much except the number of people they have. There is also Danzo who always carry all the black spot of Konoha when something goes wrong. Sarutobi Hiruzen can push it towards him. It will not affect the safety of the village at all." Hearing Uzumaki Xion's words, Uzumaki Mito was stunned. It has only been FRE years since she have seen Uzumaki Kingdom and they actually develop such powerful seal. Could it be that sealing technique of Uzumaki clan has improved so quickly? Can even the problem of ordinary people become Jinchuriki has been solved? Shocked, she accepted the sealing technique handed over by Uzumaki Xion. She opened it with a serious face and the result, Uzumaki Mito looked at Uzumaki Xion dumbfounded. As a sealing master, of course she saw what the seal art was all about. It only strengthened the sealing effect and weakened the overflow of tail beast chakra, making the ordinary people can afford the huge chakra of the tail beast, but this sealing technique has great limitations. For example, if the tail beast is introduced into the body at the beginning, if he or she can't bear it, the person will consumed by the tail beast chakra and go in rampage or die on spot. Chapter 153. This. Uzumaki Mito couldn't help but point at Uzumaki Xion and asked, "Who come up with such sophisticated idea making such perfect seal?" "Clan Elder." Uzumaki Xion quickly reply, "The 4 ninja village and other small village." When Uzumaki Mito heard Uzumaki Xion's words, she was silent for a moment. She knew what Uzumaki Xion mean. He planned to sue the sealing technique to avoid the other to attack them because of their own knowledge in sealing tail beast. By doing this, they can avoid getting trouble and keep eyes away from other village. The sealing technique contained too much luck. Ordinary people don't have huge vitality, not like Uzumaki clan. They can only rely on chakra to suppress the tail beast. There are not many people in Uzumaki clan. Seeing the hesitation in Uzumaki Mito's eyes, Uzumaki Xion sighed and said, "For Konoha, most of the Uzumaki shinobi are on the battlefield. Now we left with few old shinobi and young people." And Konoha Uzumaki Xion looked at Uzumaki Mito with firmly look. "Anyway, the Uzumaki clan will never give the own people anymore. And that's it." "Ha!" Uzumaki Mito sighed guilty and helpless said, "I know, I will tell Hokage." As for the sealing technique. Looking at Uzumaki Xion, she smiles. "Konoha need to pay, right?" Hearing Uzumaki Mito's words, Uzumaki Xion can't help but to appreciate her. It seems that Uzumaki Mito is going to help him to this problem. After all, giving it to other for free is different than buying it with a big price. If Konoha bought the sealing technique at the same price as he thing, then it's better, and because the one who developed the sealing technique is Uzumaki, then everyone who will buy it will be sure that the sealing technique is useful. After everything was settled, Uzumaki Xion left Uzumaki Mito's place with a smile. As for what he got before he leaves, a copy of all Mito's ninjutsu and a promise of heal from her side. Of course, Xion also promised her, when time comes, the Uzumaki clan will take her back home, and this promise made Uzumaki Mito cry, but in the bed she rejected it. For the last time, she wanted to reunited with her husband and be near her until the end. Xion smiled. He expected this in the first place, so he gladly accepted her last wish and left. After sending Uzumaki Xin out of Uzumaki Mito's small courtyard, the maid left because someone is waiting for him. Patriarch Senju wanted to see Uzumaki Xin. Uzumaki Xin squinted his eyes and followed behind the Senju shinobi. He estimated that the Senju clan wanted to talk to him about the proposal he gave before Senju Hen and his clansmen left Uzumaki Kingdom. It is impossible for the Senju clan to immigrate so easily, even if the patriarch agrees. Their elder and high-level official will not agree. After all, Konoha village was established by the Senju clan, and they have deeply lived this village, so leaving is not their first or last choice. Even the reason is sacrificing their own life for Konoha, but the problem is, Konoha don't want them to sacrifice, Konoha want to destroy them. This is two different things. They can sacrifice but never be destroyed. This is the final decision of Senju Patriarch. Chapter 154. Lord Patriarch. The Uzumaki Patriarch has already arrived. The Senju shinobi walked in with Uzumaki Xin and said, looking at the middle-aged man holding his hand behind him, "Well, you can go now." Senju Patriarch said lightly without turning his head, "Yes." The Senju shinobi reply then disappear. On the other hand, Uzumaki Xin watched the Senju Patriarch with great interest. Just like other members, they have long black straight hair. Patriarch Senju. Uzumaki Xin said with a smile, "You can, me uncle, but with your position in Uzumaki, it's better to call me with my title." Senju Patriarch said with a smile. Uzumaki Xin shrugged indifferent. Anyway, he said he need to be formal, so he will do it informal. Good. Senju Patriarch looked at Xin with serious expression and said, "I have read the letter you asked my brother to bring me, but why do you think that Senju clan will leave the Konoha village created by Senju clan? Why? Of course you will die. Isn't that normal? You know that your clan is being targeted by not just a normal shinobi but the highest rank of the village, so how can you be calm, even though they are one of the founding clan of the village? This not remove that the Senju clan don't have anyone who can protect them except Mito, but Mito also have a problem. She is old, her life is start to fade away from her and she can't protect them any longer. Isn't it obvious? Senju clan is not having a good time now." Uzumaki Xin said with a sigh, and he already told them the reason, so if they keep persistent maybe only one will left to Senju, just like in original timeline. Just like the reason why the Uchiha clan was removed from the center of power after Hiruzen become Hokage, they were forbidden to participate in any kind of high-rank decision-making, fight against the family in the village. What should produce an evil chakra? What kind of extreme personality? These are all just excuses. It is estimated that Tobirama still had a grudge against Madara, who wanted to kill him at that time. You must know that Madara died because of his brother. And in the end he didn't cooperate peacefully with Hashirama, maybe because of Tobirama's devious mind and political strength that he passed to his own apprentice. This thing happens. He did not expect that the knowledge he gave to them will going to be used against his own people. Patriarch Senju does not say anything, he just softly sighed. It's really unfortunate lately the people above want to force the Senju clan to admit the council, so as to reduce the prestige of the Senju clan, but the Senju clan is the pioneers of Konoha and they served the Konoha all year until now. At same time, the third Hokage only sit down because of the help of them? So how can he reduce the prestige of Senju clan when the position he currently sitting is presented by Senju? And now this happened, the person they pushing up is the one who pushing them down to abyssal. It's weird to say that it's not because of them. Hokage is nothing. Anyway, Senju clan are Konoha's Senju. Did he know what he doing? He is like Fugaku, who let his clan die just to save his own son, but this Senju Patriarch is different. He is betting everything on the hand of Konoha. Do they thinking that the upper rank is kind, or the upper rank will never touch them? It's too late. They already start touching them when the Second World War started. The only thing they can do is to save some blood and send them outside, so that if they really gone, the Senju will not disappear, even if someone will chase and kill them. But as long as they escape and there are still blood left, they can continue to multiply, so why bother? This Senju is really a huge headache. Chapter 155. With how blockhead the Senju is, Xin did not bother. He still have enough time for them to convince. Why did Patriarch Senju call me over? Uzumaki Xin asked, looking at the Senju Patriarch in front of him with a toothache. Shouldn't he come and tell him clearly that Senju clan will never run away and stay even the Konoha destroy them? He just want a few rebellious forbearance. Even if you join Uzumaki Kingdom, he is afraid that Konoha will be anxious. However, the Senju clan will never betray Konoha in any normal circumstances. Patriarch Senju said, staring at Uzumaki Xin seriously. Well, never mind, can you just introduce the Uchiha clan for me? Patriarch Senju was taken back when he heard Uzumaki Xin's words. This kid has such a big appetite. You want to recruit the two big Konoha clan? Are you not afraid that Konoha will settle the account with you? Or does it mean that the Uzumaki clan has the ability to resist the top 5 great ninja village when they attack? And don't kidding, although when Konoha was founded, the relationship between Senju clan and Uchiha clan had been easy. Well, that's in the past when Lord Hashirama's still alive, but it's different now. Maybe if he sends someone there, Uchiha will listen and jill the person he sent in spot. Are you kidding me? Senju Patriarch said in surprise. No, I hope someone will allow the way. Senju Patriarch shook his head and helpless said, let's go. He doesn't know if his decision is right or not. He has such big appetite and maybe he will crush to death if he is not careful. Maybe he need to go in person preventing the kid dying. So inside of Uchiha clan, come, take young Patriarch to the Uchiha clan. Thank you, Senju Patriarch. Xin stood up with a smile. I'm going to get people first. Senju Patriarch looked helpless at Uzumaki Xin who had left. He murmured, this stinky boy. Looking down at the position he just sit, a black circle appeared under the cushions, a strange ninjutsu. He can feel the space-time ninjutsu coming from it. He can't help but to smile. Not as stupid as a young kid, the Senju Patriarch was careful, ignoring that the Uzumaki clan only wanted to recruit a few rebellious individuals and even planned to pack the whole Senju clan into Uzumaki kingdom in the future. This is Uzumaki clan favor. Anyway, at that time, it is estimated that Senju clan should also find a way to safely send people to the Uzumaki kingdom without being noticed by Konoha. After all, people probably don't want to confront the Konoha either. They still love Konoha in their heart. The will of fire is greatly influenced by his Senju clan into core, so choosing to abandon the place of their own birth is not easy to do. Chapter 156. Uzumaki Xin followed a Senju shinobi and walked slowly towards the Uchiha clan. The only people he let join him is Kushina and Naga, while he left other back to Senju clan. As for trouble, well, he is not worried if it is dangerous. The Senju clan will help his own people. Moreover, under premise that the Uzumaki clan has not made any mistake and Uzumaki Mido has not yet died, Sarutobi Hiruzen should not have any guts to touch any one of them. The only problem is the Uchiha. Recruiting them is just a simple idea of him, even though he know that Uchiha is harder to recruit than Senju, but recruiting some of them seems to be more easily than recruiting every one of them, and he already have a target on his mind, young master. Senju Shinobi respectfully said, the Uchiha clan is in front of us. Because of me being a Senju, I can't go on her, so I need to retreat first. I will wait here for your return. Thank you for your time. Uzumaki Xin waves his hand casually, indicating that the knew that, at this critical moment, the Senju clan still shouldn't appear in the Uzumaki clan at will, or else eat what the higher-up will think. The people of the Senju clan and the Uzumaki clan suddenly met the Uchiha clan in secret? The two big family that started the Konoha village are going to do something big. Is it because Senju clan is dissatisfied with the suppression of them Hokage and intended to launch a coup? It is estimated that by the crazy talk will spread all over the village, but it doesn't matter for Xin. What matter is the long way they already walk in. Uzumaki Xin looked confused at the forest. Why they hasn't reached the Uchiha clan land after a long? Uzumaki Xin looked around silently while trying to find their way, or do he need to go back and catch that shinobi who left her to allow the way again? While they are walking, suddenly there was a movement in the forest. Hokage-sama. Umbu looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was smoking his pipe in front of him, and respectful said, Uzumaki Xin is still wandering in Konoha, not doing anything, and after leaving Mido-sama, Uzumaki Xin was invited by Waichi Senju Io meet. As for the reason, it is still unclear. Hearing Umbu's report, Sarutobi Hiruzen suddenly frowned and murmured, what does the Senju clan want to do? Because it is the family of Lord Hashirama and Lord Tobarama, Umbu didn't dare to do anything forceful. At same time, Mido is still alive, so who dares to do something wrong to Senju clan? Even Danzo will think couple of Tiaya before touching them. I don't know if Mido-sama convinced them. Sarutobi Hiruzen thoughtful said, what are you doing her in Uchiha clan? A little girl in Uchiha clan frowned, looking at Uzumaki Xin and the other two girls curiously, knowing that Uchiha's uncivilized law enforcement against anyone for long time, plus all the bad report coming from the village. It's hard to think anyone will visit them. This show that the relationship between Uchiha clan and the village is bad as ever. Talk about future. Uzumaki Xin said with melancholy voice, could his little girl not see that he was not formed Konoha at all? Although they didn't wear the head protector of Uzumaki Kingdom, but clothes they wear have the emblem of Uzumaki clan, talking about the future? The little girl asked suspiciously. Chapter 157. Talking about the future? The little girl asked suspiciously, but the patriarch will definitely not see you. You know that he is just a little boy about her own age, same as the other two. How could he patriarch meet them? The patriarch is very busy. The report coming from the village is piling up like mountain in his office. It's okay, just look at the great Konoha village that created by two big clan. Uzumaki Xin shrugged casually. He also knew that Uchiha is a group of beautiful man and woman with facial paralysis. Ilni would definitely not followed by her advice of bunch of kids, but he is not ordinary kid. He have something that Uchiha willing to get, even paying huge amount of time just to get it, so Uzumaki Xin decided to give a try anyway. It was just a thought for the physiology of Uchiha clan at this time. He saw that the village did not welcome them, and he could still think of a place that make them feel in place, and besides, even if they ignore them, he will not going to lose anything. The only who will lose is them, losing a powerful ally at same time a perfect Jinchuriki container. And the sealing class that first in the world is a huge loss. Even if they kill half of civilians in Konoha, the loss is still huge. There is no other family in the Konoha village except the Uzumaki clan that can provide so many different things without asking for anything, and ever the Uzumaki clan and Konoha village finally officially separated, Xin is sure there's so many village willing to ask their help. Here. The little girl pointed the Uchiha family mansion in front of them and asked curiously, how are you going to get in? Knock on the door. Uzumaki Xin looked at the girl in front of him in surprise. Don't you need to knock on the door? Is Uchiha clan is easy to enter? The girl looked at Uzumaki silently. She thought it had appointment to the patriarch, but unexpectedly, they come to Tessithiat luck. Forget, I'll take you in, the little girl said helplessly. But as FO whatever you can see the patriarch. It's okay, just go in, Uzumaki Xin said with a smile. As for the other thing, when the time comes, you should be able to meet Uchiha patriarch even if he wander in. By the way, I haven't asked you name yet? Uzumaki Xin asked. Such an enthusiastic Uchiha is rarely seen. Uchiha Mikoto. The girl said, what about you? What is your name? Uzumaki Xin did not hear words behind her. He never expected to see Uchiha Mikoto in his first visit in Uchiha clan, the mother of second son of destiny, the poor woman who will die at the hand of her own elder son in the future. Even though Itachi is praised for his deep thinking at a young age, he still raised his hand to kill his own family. Such person actually son of a beautiful and noble woman like her seems a curse for her. Much more her future husband is a stupid and idiot man. Who Byakmi dog of higher-ups. Chapter 158. Oh, don't ignore your children's ideological education in the future. Uzumaki Xin sighed and patted Uchiha Mikoto's shoulder and said, although strength is very important for ninja, right ideological education is also essential. Maybe you can go to Sarutobi Hiruzen for advice and see how he brainwashed people to sacrifice theirself for him. You! Uchiha Mikoto blushed and angry said. You kid. She's still a child, okay? No, don't get me wrong. Uzumaki Xin helpless said. I'm talking about in the future, don't have unfilial son at the same time. What does it matter to you? Uchiha Mikoto lowered her head and suddenly a boy talked to her about the future child. She was still very shy and angry at the same time. You know that they just met just now. This thing is too early for them, huh? Uzumaki Xin looked at Uchiha Mikoto who walking fast and faster in front of them. He asked suspiciously, why are you walking faster? Uzumaki Xin looked at the Uchiha mansion. After she brought herself in, she blushed and left making Xin and the other two girls more confused. Forget it. Let's go by ourselves. Uzumaki Xin sighed helplessly while looking around. Where should they to next now? Or should they walk on and look around? It seems the courtyard is huge. Maybe they can found someone there. Uzumaki Xian looked at the small lake in front of him with blank expression. Such big family, but they didn't find or meet even a single person. How is this going? And the Uchiha patriarch is practicing in retreat? And that little girl's is really rude, just taking the guests to the house and just disappear without sending them to their own patriarch. However, Uzumaki Xian didn't know that he girl was also regretful right now. She forgot to ask the name of the little boy. When she looked behind, she see nothing. It seems with her speed she left them behind. Did that little boy lost? Are he so young that he can't keep up to her walking speed? Uchiha Makoto's face showed a trace of distress. What if the patriarch knew that she brought people in? She will definitely be punished. Just where did they go? Who are you? Just when Uzumaki Xian was about to go back to the door and asked, guards suddenly appear behind. Uzumaki Xian's heart was suddenly filled with emotion. Finally, people finally appear. Turning around, he saw a young man who was on his teenage. Not like the typical handsome boy look of Uchiha, he looked more mature. Of course, the facial paralysis illness is still on his face. Chapter 159. Oh? Hello? Uzumaki Xian said quickly, and it is better to be polite when you come to visit someone's house. Who are you? Uchiha Fugaku frowned, asking, unknown kids walking inside of the Uchiha clan? Was it because they suddenly got loose and walk inside of Uchiha clan? What's so those guards doing in the door? Are they sleeping letting couple of kids enter the clan? And the whirlpool emblem on the clothes of the three kids, doesn't Konoha have such clan? Eh? Uzumaki Xian though for a moment and said, someone brought me in. Other person? Did this kids come in because someone let them in? Which person? Uchiha Fugaku said with a facial paralysis face, how did someone bring their friend in and left them here? He doesn't remember that Uchiha person without any manner. Hey. Uzumaki Xian sighed helplessly and said, this is not the point is me. We are lost. A black line appeared on Fugaku's forehead. He saw that they are lost. He know Uchiha clan is big, but to someone who is Uchiha get lost inside of his own home, that's embarrassing. Who on earth let you in? Uchiha Fugaku impatiently asked. When he said these words, Uzumaki Xian did not even dare to expose Uchiha Makoto. What if she get punished because of them? In any case, people have brought themselves in and they already accepted her kindness, so it's improper to WLT her get punished. What are you going to do? Uzumaki Xian looked at him with vigilant. Could it be that Fugaku is being attacked by his own autistic nature like the other Uchiha clan? Send you over. Fugaku said with paralyzed face. I see, so he just misjudged Fugaku. Although Uchiha clan is people who have stinky and paralyzed face, that's not necessary. Uzumaki Xian Simon asked. I want to see your patriarch, can you bring me to him? It's rare to meet someone here after long time of walking. How long do you need to walk to find the person he looking for? Why do you want to see the patriarch? Uchiha Fugaku frowned and asked, this is normal, a small kid is looking at the patriarch? Could it be that someone in the clan see parents meeting ANS they come to meet the patriarch? Or, Uchiha Fugaku's face turned horrifying, looking at the kids in front on him. He checked them truly, but seeing that their hair is red without any trademark of Uchiha, Fugaku sighed in relief. Thank goodness. They are not children of patriarch form other women. What are your parents' name? Ha! Uzumaki Xian was confused. Did he need to tell them his parents' name before meeting the patriarch? Forget it. Let's talk about your name first. Me? I'm Uzumaki Xian. Uzumaki. Chapter 160. Uzumaki Xian. Uzumaki, you're from Uzumaki clan. Uchiha Fugaku immediately looked at the kid in front of him with vigilant. When he looked carefully, he finally find that they don't have Konoha protector, not even Konoha village emblem on their body, except for the Uzumaki clan emblem on their clothes. That show that they are from Uzumaki clan. Sure enough, they belong to the Uzumaki clan, but what does he Uzumaki clan want to do to our Uchiha clan? Uchiha Fugaku glared at them full of vigilant. He looked around and found there was no one around except for the two maid following the kid. There's any guard at all. It seems that only a child come to them. I've said that I come to your patriarch. Oh, it's your father, in come to talk for the future. Uzumaki Xian helpless said. Anyway, it is estimated that the Uchiha clan will follow him back to Uzumaki kingdom. And if they dare, Xian don't have any guts to take them all. The Uchiha clan is being monitored by the higher-ups based on the amount of spy around the Uchiha clan. He is sure they are being restricted tightly. It seems Sarutobi Hiruzen and his friends start attacking all the He major clan in Konoha, trying to restrain them so he can hold the Konoha firmer. Uzumaki Xin took out something in his pocket, a recruitment letter he had prepared long time ago. But what he doing is different from what Fugaku seeing. He thought that the kid is pulling a weapon, so he moved first. Uchiha Fugaku immediately pulled out a kunai from his body and throw it directly to them. Ding. Naga appear in front and deflect the flying kunai hole. Looking back at Fugaku, Uchiha Fugaku took 2 steps back and stared at the maid on front of him closely. She actually blocked the kunai hole that Uchiha clan throw. Don't you know what Uchiha clan is the only one who can throw super deadly, fast, and accurate kunai in Thai world? But this woman deflected like if it is nothing. Naga looked at Fugaku and said, "What are you doing to young master?" "What do you mean, what are you doing? The kid moved first, so I need to move faster than him. And besides, what are you doing, slave?" Huge vein pop out of Naga's while her hand is shaking in anger. Seeing this, Xin come and try to stop her, but when he saw Naga's bloodthirsty smile, he suddenly stopped. Don't hit hard, okay? He's still the son of patriarch. Don't worry, young master, I will just going to teach this stupid fool a lesson. Stupid woman. Fire release, fireball technique. Fugaku take deep breaths and then spit a ball of fire from his mouth, launching towards Naga. Naga on the other hand use one hand seal and then launch her one offensive attack, shadow release, shadow catcher. Naga's shadow extruns and form into two shadow hands, and he hand move and grab the fireball. Weak. It's not the end. Explode. Boom.